Good morning, y'all. I'm Joey Getzfred.
And I'm River Ome, the protege of senior member Corey Ome.
Sure, River. What did you say?
Estás en el río derecho.
Anyway, welcome to Season 3, Episode 5 of W-EPS The Beak.
I'm not sure I know what I'm doing here.
Well, we are broadcasting at this very moment. Just read the script and you'll do fine.
Okay.
I didn't mean... Never mind. I think you have something to show us.
What is that?
Your story?
Oh, right. Well, here is my story on winter weather.
Take it away.
When the winter season comes around, there is a lot of excitement on the EPS campus. After all, there is the possibility of snow days. However, there is also more work to do. Even though it can create more work, Superintendent Dan Polk enjoys the winter time.
I really do enjoy winter. I don't like it when it gets really, really windy or, well below zero, but I like it in the winter. I like the crisp, cold air. I guess because I have enough insulation.
According to Polk, winter can cause problems on the EPS campus.
On our campus, it's ice. We have 2 different blocks where we have buildings, and we have 4 different buildings. So every class at some point or another is walking outside. So ice and getting our paths clear and keeping a lot of salt on the ground is definitely our biggest concern.
According to Polk, the custodial staff have some responsibilities to help keep everyone safe during this time of year.
Well, our custodial staff gets up early on the bad weather days, and they make sure and plow everything out for parking and for our cars and our walk paths to get here. And one member is supposed to do that, and then there's another member of the custodial staff that spreads salt. And they're supposed to get it on every possible way we can do. We even have a student that is shoveling steps this year, so we can try and get everything undone and uncovered and ready for the school day.
Polk also shared some advice for traveling across campus during the winter time.
Take really small steps when it's slick out or when there's snow or ice. Don't run. Pay attention to where the traffic's coming from. 4-wheel drive works great to go, but it doesn't work great to stop. And sometimes the street's a little slick. So we just need to be moving a little slower and a little more cautious.
EPS custodian Nancy Ophe likes the winter weather because of the holiday season.
Yeah, I like winter, mainly because it's Christmas.
However, this type of weather increases some responsibilities and jobs to do around the campus.
Yes, the most important thing is to keep the sidewalks dry and salted, especially when it's icy underneath the snow. So the most important job is the sidewalks.
Ophe also feels there are some areas of concern on the campus during the winter time.
I would say the slickest parts are the ramps that go up by the high school building, because it seems like it's kind of hard when you're walking uphill and they're very slippery.
Sophomore Trinity Graham enjoys the winter season but knows driving carefully is important.
The only driving tip that is most important is to slow down.
Freshman Cameron Pelster likes the weather when it results in a snow day. He agrees there are some dangerous areas on the campus.
Probably the big hill just south of the high school building. It gets pretty slick right there.
Pelster also had advice for navigating the campus.
Just take your time. Don't go fast.
Junior Jordan Lindgren likes this time of year for other reasons.
I kind of like it because there's football, like preseason for the playoffs for NFL, NBA starts, NASCAR season ends.
Lindgren also suggests using caution when driving.
Don't go too fast
Why?
because it's not safe, or you could drift.
Although the weather sometimes creates challenges, the staff at EPS seem to keep everything under control.
You know what, River?
What?
That story just makes me cold. I could really use some hot chocolate.
Ooh. Well, speaking of winter, speech is now in session.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Who does that story again?
Corey does.
Oh, right.
Take it away, brother.
Typically, when winter arrives, it brings frigid conditions along with. However, the speech team knows just how to warm up things here at EPS. That's right, baby. It's speech season. For some, speech may be a cakewalk, but for others, it may cause a little uneasiness. Senior Olivia Lindgren feels the speech team has helped her lessen her stage fright.
I decided to join speech because I personally have trouble speaking in front of people. I have a fear with that, and so I decided to join speech to help me get over that fear of speaking in front of people.
For freshman William Heilacher, it's a new challenge.
I decided to join speech because it's an opportunity to get out of my comfort zone and have fun.
Speech season has many factors that often lead to program success. EPS is lucky to have 2 co-coaches leading the way. Co-coach Jesse Reisman, who is quite the asset to the team, believes the speech team has some strengths.
The strengths are kind of yet to be seen. Like I said, we have so many new kids that I hope that they grow and develop, and their strengths will be shown by the end of the season. We've got 2 returning state medalists. I would say that's a strength, and 5 seniors that should be able to share some of their knowledge with the younger kids to help them throughout the year.
Reisman also feels the mostly rookie team has its fair share of weaknesses.
Obstacles, like frozen bus doors, and you can't get out of the bus when it's time to go perform at state speech, and they have to cut the window out of the bus, or possibly being stuck in West Point for a couple days with some crazy kids. No, obstacles. Oh, and then we've got where we'll be at state, and our stands that you have to perform on are falling, and we're running around trying to find one we can borrow. Those are some pretty big obstacles to deal with. But this year, new year, I would say just the building year, getting the young kids confident enough to, as we like to call it, the speech world, be big. You know, it takes a while to get comfortable in their own skin and stand in front of people, and so that'll be an obstacle.
Regardless of the challenges, Reisman loves speech season.
What don't I enjoy about speech? I got great kids. It's fun. They get to come into a room and be crazy and act like something they're not. You never know. The element of surprise. You can have a kid that goes all year winning every event, and you end up at a district and not going to state and losing, or at state win all year, and then at state you come in 6th. You just never know. So the element of surprise is good too.
First-time speaker and senior Araceli Palmer loves speaking.
All my friends are doing speech, and I thought I like speaking, so why not?
Palmer thinks just trying new things is important.
I tell others to just join.
Lindgren agrees.
Not only do you have a lot of fun, especially with Jesse and Shu, you also learn how to speak in front of people, and without freaking out about it, you learn a lot of new things. You're going to meet a lot of new people, and you just have fun, and you hear other people's opinions about how you should do something.
Best of luck this season to the speech team with their future endeavors.
Sometimes, River, I get confused by the references that they use in their performances.
You know, I think some of the references they use are in movies.
Well, I know that, but I don't recognize the movies they were from.
Well, maybe Olivia can help us out with that, I hear. She has a story about movies.
Is hers next?
You aren't that organized, are you?
Nope.
Take it away, Olivia.
Watching movies is a favorite activity to do during the holiday season, whether it is at family gatherings, sleepovers, and, of course, even school. It could be an educational movie explaining how or why something happens and works in science, the movie version of a book in English, or even just a movie for the last days of school before break. There are movies everywhere in school. Carrie Drucke, junior high English and science teacher at APS, says that she likes showing movies when it is necessary.
I think that movies can be educational, and they definitely have their purpose. We always tend to watch a movie after we read a novel unit, but then I've also found some really good science educational videos as well.
Drucke's favorite educational movie is a movie she is showing in science.
Well, just this week we're watching one about mass extinctions in science, and I think it's just fascinating, and the kids really seem to be involved in it because it's kind of from the Smithsonian Institute, and it has lots of information, and it's just better than just giving kids a YouTube video to watch.
Joyce Wimhoff, kindergarten teacher, has a favorite movie that she has watched with her children. This movie also features her favorite actor.
You know what? My favorite movie of all time would probably be Mrs. Doubtfire, and that leads me to my favorite actor would be Robin Williams. It's just a really funny movie, and I remember watching it with my kids probably 50 times. So,
when it comes to watching movies, there are many options available. For an example, VHS, DVD, and of course nowadays there are a variety of streaming services. Everyone seems to have a preference. Wim Hof likes watching on an online streaming service because it is less hassle.
I would rather be online because it's just easier and then you don't have to worry about it skipping all the time.
Freshman Corbin Kenny also likes online streaming service better than the good old DVDs.
Online streaming service just because it's quicker.
Some viewers also have a favorite genre they look forward to. This is not the case with Kenny.
I don't have a favorite. I have a least favorite, which is horror, just because I hate horror.
Fellow freshman Onessa Rodriguez's favorite genre technically consists of 2 genres.
I would have to say rom-com because I like romance and comedy together.
Rodriguez watches a lot of movies and TV shows, but she just watches them to be entertained.
I don't have a favorite one because, I don't pay attention. I just watch the movie, just watch what's good.
Freshman Christopher Moreno has a favorite actor or actress that comes to mind.
I have to say Will Smith because a lot of my most top movies, he's really funny.
Moreno has a favorite educational movie that he has watched in school.
Probably Sandlot. It's just a movie I've always really liked. It's kind of funny. It's got some meaning behind it, and I just like the movie.
Sophomore Jessica Getzfred also has a favorite movie based on her interest in art.
Nightmare Before Christmas because it was a stop motion animation and I like the story.
Whether watching a movie at school or enjoying it with family and friends, movies are a popular pastime. So whether it's educational or just entertaining, on a disc or through a computer, take advantage of this chilly weather and curl up with a good flick.
I'm going to have to go home and watch some of those movies.
Me too.
I believe that this is it for this broadcast.
I believe you are correct, sir, and I'm River O'May.
And I'm Joey Gesred. Thank you for tuning to Season 3, Episode 5, W-EPS The Beak.
Don't forget to check out our newsletter.
And follow us at Twitter at W-EPS The Beak.
On air.
In the print.
In the know.
Open bag and get bread. Get bread. Get out peanut butter and jelly. Okay. Spread across bread until perfect. Wait. Get out. Get jelly on knife. Spread across bread until clean off the knife. Get peanut butter on knife. Spread it. Okay. It's this thing again. Carefully put peanut butter aside or sliced on top of jelly slice. Put sandwich on top of plate. Enjoy.
Good.
Oh.